Yeah.
What you cooking?
Yeah. This one probably got the angel jamming in the chair. You call him Jesus, I call him Yahweh. It don't come from the script, it's telling Yahweh. Yahweh buys him, Yahweh Hamashiach. Big Jews in the name and they scared of us. Break bread with the heathen, I'd rather not. China want war, Russia want war. Babylon, see your time is running out. Yeah, I done read Isaiah, Jeremiah, Daniel. I feel like I'ma see the King David. I've been cursed since birth, hung with the wrong niggas, uncircumcised. I ate from the wrong table. Was confused before, ain't read the script, and you could tell. I swore it was all fake till I realized how history disappeared. It was coded by a world that won't save you. Yahweh gon' make sure we get it. Lord willing, I get it. Lord willing, I see the day. That's why I ain't trimming on my beard, just trimming on these beards with these fringes on my waist. I don't care about images, just care about building up and enduring through my faith. I don't care about images, I just care about building up and enduring through my faith. I will never forget thy precepts, for with them thou hast quickened me. I am thine, save me. I am thine, save me. I will never forget thy precepts, for with them thou hast quickened me. I am thine, save me. I am thine, save me.
I will never forget thy precepts, oh no, no, oh no. Most High willing, I keep that frame of thought. And that's most High willing. Everyday battling flesh, getting ready for the war. That's why I gotta repent, pray fast, move on. I am thine, save me, because thine enemies make a tumult, play the schemes. That's why the world waxing weak, gave up the world and the we to serve the Lord as my King. We got the faith, yeah, we believe. Sooner than later, you gon' see. Every eye shall see, every knee shall bow. Wow, that's power. If you fit the curses in Deuteronomy well, that power is ours. Time is running out if you rain on the boat like the days of Noah. 2 Peter 3 and 6. Go to 7. Work out your salvation. Gave me the precepts. I pray that I live by them. Running this race. Pray I'm enduring to the end. Pray I'm enduring to the end. Work out your salvation. Gave me the precepts. I pray that I live by them. Running this race. Pray I'm enduring to the end. Pray I'm enduring to the end.
Treat them like our God. They could never do no wrong for us. He's more than just songs to us. We used to look up to the stars. We would treat them like our God. They could never do no wrong for us. More than just songs. Yeah, what if the villains that Batman was killing was more than just fiction? And we discovered that the world that they lived in was ours, and they were writing all the songs for the stars. Would you still buy and feed them applause, or would you stand by and worship in awe of the gold chains that represent the new slavery, just like the masses do? The genius is a byproduct of ghosts, either their writers or the spirits that be feeding them notes to rap to you. K-Dot came out and said he a spirit medium. The question is, which spirit feeding them and which spirit leading them? And will you let that spirit speak to you? Do these objectives help the people or the people who be creeping through and pulling strings like Geppetto to compromise the masses through influence of the ghetto? This is how they pay homage. They name stars after they gods and fake God. We used to look up to the stars. We would treat them like our God. They could never do no wrong for us. These are more than just songs to us. We used to look up to the stars. We would treat them like our God. They could never do no wrong for us. These are more than just songs. Yeah, what if the planets and stars are really spirits and gods, and we discovered that all reality a facade, and every image and every movie is paying homage to ancient national gods? This ain't a theory, it's obvious. Babylon, they repackaging gods to us. Nike from Mount Olympus, the golden protecting Prague. Santa is really Satan, Columbia is their God, bringing light to the nations. His name Drake and his game Fate. Looking at the etymology, his name Snake. Rick Ross took a brother name, lied to the world about selling cane and garner fame, and now we guard the gate. While K. Osiris took his name from papyrus artifacts and reliefs and brought it back to the streets. Now whenever kids listening to CDs, they paying their respects to the God of the deceased. Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 15. Take ye therefore good heed unto yourselves, for ye saw no manner of similitude on the day that the Lord spake unto you in horror out of the midst of the fire. Lest you corrupt yourselves and make you a graven image, the similitude of any figure, the likeness of male or female, the likeness of any beast that is on the earth, the likeness of any winged fowl that flieth in the air, the likeness of anything that creepeth on the ground, the likeness of any fish that is in the waters beneath the earth. And lest thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun, the moon, and the stars, even all the host of heaven, shouldest be driven to worship them and serve them, which the Lord thy God hath divided unto all the nations under the whole heaven. But the Lord thy God hath taken you and brought you forth from the iron furnace, even out of Egypt, to be unto him a people of inheritance, as you are this day. We used to look up to the stars. We could treat them like our God. They could never do no wrong for us. Peace and water, just songs for us.
Morris Production.
Jonathan got bars, man. He got bars. But he always making slow music, man. I want to pray to his music and meditate. He can't get hype, man. Sometimes I want to get hype for the Lord. Come on, man.
Blood on the post, 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 keeping them close. Man, we got fringes and seats on the clothes. Me and my brothers ain't sleeping, we reading the secrets. The deepest you've been is the ocean. Now we been swimming in waters that's deeper than rivers. The Jordan, we creeping up on them. It's the 14th of the month. Bone Thugs one day late for the show. Oh, ain't never been out ever since Red Pen Pals. You too late, you let them in now. We like veterans, niggas us power. These secrets only come through steady, no regrets. We walk through water like Jesus. We raising the dead, you see this. Look at this evening pose. Blood on the post, 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 blood on the post. Blood on the post, 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 blood on the post.
We hold in post, chopping up doctrines that ain't coming close. They had us to strike like I'm Wonder Franco. We're a Shoutouts, wisdom is better than silver and gold. This water is knocking down wicked Pharaoh. Can't swim through the sea, man, that fan was too slow. Pharaoh was sober-minded, think he can and go. Escape on a starry night, Victor Van Gogh. Living good unchained like Quincy Django. Strippers down in the hood, now they wanna tango. Death angels coming close, so watch your back, bro. Watch your back, bro. We feeling that land, we gon' eat that. That better, bitter herb, we gon' eat that. Doing this till you how I come and see that. We that. Oh.
Blood on the post, 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 blood on the post. The Pesach and Nissan, we found faith in Misraim. We got to be strong. Walking through water, pray we don't sink. Strapped up, boots tight. Walking up right, boy, we don't lean. 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 Walking up right, we see that. Blood on the post. Blood on the post, 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 blood on the post,
Blood on the blood on the post, blood on the post, blood on the post, blood on the blood on the post, blood on the post, blood on the blood on the post, blood on the post, blood on the post, blood on the blood on the post, blood on the post, blood on the post.
Yo, that brother Jonathan got bars.
Some of y'all want to hear something good, right? That's why y'all clicked on the track. You thought you was gonna get something. Well, guess what? We aiming at you. Bah! They come with the smoke under the coat. I've been younger before, dumber and broke, but I can see a fake Jake from a long way, way away. Stay in the spirit and watch it just like away. Smoke. Come with the smoke under the coat. I've been younger before, dumber and broke. I can see a fake Jake from a long way away. Stay in the spirit and watch it just like away. Smoke. Come with the smoke under the coat. I've been younger before, dumber and broke. I can see a fake Jake from a long way away. Stay in the spirit and watch it just like smoke. Come with the smoke under the coat. I've been younger before, dumber and broke. I can see a fake Jake from a long way away. Stay in the spirit and watch it just like smoke. Now my brothers keep swords and you know that. Light like midnight, black like Kodak. Ready for smoke, details like females. We don't share it, they ain't for retail. Just know that the spirit of love, spirit of grace and all the above. I remember being young, dumb, stupid, riding around, having problems with other brothers I knew nothing about. But now we push community, now we look for unity, trying to get it synergy. A lot of y'all eulogy may well read. I only come around when the smoke is something to see. You ain't a brother to me, you just a hating Satan. Need to repent for the spirit on you is taken away. Seen this title, thought the story would tell. I guess our people still under us, but ain't no smoke. You won't smoke, so I kinda don't last. The type of brother y'all wish I gon' pass. You won't smoke, you came for smoke, that's what you gon' get. Aim the cannon at you, let you get smoked down. You won't smoke, so I kinda don't last. The type of brother y'all wish I gon' pass. You won't smoke, you came for smoke, that's what you gon' get. Aim the cannon at you, let you get smoked down. They come with the smoke under the coat. I've been younger before, dumber and broke, but I can see a fake Jake from a long way, way away. Stay in the spirit and watch it just like smoke. Come with the smoke under the coat. I've been younger before, dumber and broke. I can see a fake Jake from a long way away. Stay in the spirit and watch it just like smoke. Come with the smoke under the coat. I've been younger before, dumber and broke. I can see a fake Jake from a long way away. Stay in the spirit and watch it just like smoke. We the top, thank the Father for the prophets. Know the nation steady waiting for the day that we would drop. All these nations gotta pay for what they did to y'all should all. Maybe we could wait the people take this thing out to the block. We the new gold. I bet they knew that when they took you to your new home. That we the princes of the power, cause we wrestle with these spirits and we come out on top. This with that black and brown masquerade. God, we amazing and I'm not a mason, but the bricks is laid up in arrangement. Yep, young black in my backpack, dangerous, mixing in some flavor with these scriptures, now we baking. Took too long for reparations and restoration. All black, everything from start to revelation. Snatching masters from the masses, this is battle rap. Taking all them patents back and bringing blackness back. Imagine Tulsa 23, who land we building on? Why you plotting, keep the milk at home? Why you bopping, keep your slippers on? That's how we do on my side. Keep it in the family and you know we keep it in the tribe. Yahweh on my side, we a bunch of young kings tryna let the spirit guide. Keep it in the tribe. Yahweh on my side, we a bunch of young kings tryna let the spirit guide. Keep it in the tribe. Yahweh on my side, we a bunch of young kings tryna let the spirit guide. Keep it in the tribe. Yahweh on my side, we a bunch of young kings tryna let the spirit guide. Tryna let the spirit guide. How you waiting on that same man that changed you to raise you? That's like waiting on that coach that never played you to play you. The only thing to do is play you. They used to call a fire truck to spray you. Now they playing music on your radio. Your ops pull up to spray you. Playing that same music, them artists ain't getting paid to do. Now you bought a chain, you shining, hop out the rain. Some brothers pull up in vain, they drop and snatching your chain, dude. Did we ever never break free from the slavery. Too many lives lost, too many laid them seas. They put insurance on my brother, see the dotted lines. You lose your soul when you sign, gotta keep it in the tribe. Yahweh on my side, we a bunch of young kids trying to let the spirit guide. Keep it in the tribe. Yahweh on my side, we a bunch of young kids trying to let the spirit guide. Keep it in the tribe. Yahweh on my side, we a bunch of young kings trying to let the spirit guide. Keep it in the tribe. Yahweh on my side, we a bunch of young kings trying to let the spirit guide. Let the spirit guide. We the top, thank the Father for the prophets. Know the nation steady waiting for the day that we would drop. All these nations gotta pay for what they did to Yasha all. Maybe we could wait till people take this thing out to the block. Get some signs, get a spot. We aligning with my pops. We the only people crying that the violence need to stop. Taking brothers out the hood, now we shining on your block. Many only thing can stop us is my God. Keep it in the tribe. Yahweh on the side, we a bunch of young kings trying to let the spirit guide. Keep it in the tribe. Yahweh on my side, we a bunch of young kings trying to let the spirit guide. Let the spirit guide. My water straight from the throne. We built the altar with the unhewn stones. Roam through the city, all we see is these bones. So my face like flint till I wake a couple souls. A prophet hated by his own, so the father sent his son to bring the tribes of Jacob home. Jumping through these traps, cause they trying to see us gone. But we walking through the fire just like dangling in bros. From every sheep to her zone, we stay inside the book because the book is all we own. Heritage and you better hold it on. We like David fighting giants with no armor on a stone. We face east as a car home. We face east just to call home. We can't sleep till we all home. We won't rest till they all gone. So I guess that we be calling out they all bones. Bless the seed, invest the deep in the laws of our God. Niggas Elohim, Shema, Warapah, all the Zod, King. Barakatah, Yahweh, and Mashak, Nagim. Bless the seed, invest the deep in the laws of our God. Niggas Elohim, Shema, Warapah, all the Zod, King. Barakatah, Yahweh, and Mashak, Nagim. From Bereshit to the books in Greek, the dragon took the sheep. Man, the book complete. The Father looked for peace, but we shouldn't the beast. Now we up until our power put the hook in cheek. Shema, Yasha Allah, Abanawa, Yahweh, Ahad. He the tower till he give us the power of God. Though in the tower you will never devour a tribe. The Lord despised all you devils, your hours arrive. Bless the seed that kept the peace. Never forgot the poor and he kept the feast. We trying to dodge destruction, they can't stop the sea. Barakatah, Yahweh, and Mashak, Nagim. Bless the seed that kept the peace. Never forgot the poor and he kept the feast. Trying to dodge destruction, they can't stop the sea. Barakatah, Yahweh, and Mashak, Nagim.
Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving our honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, I'm your brother Judah.
Shalom, it's your brother Tico.
Hey, brother Jonathan. Shalom, Israel.
Hey, shalom, shalom. I'm your brother Yahweh.
And this brother is muted.
Man, I promise I do that every time. Shalom, shalom, Yasha Allah.
Shalom.
It's Officer Knock. Officer Knock, man. Get it right. Get it right.
Officer Knock.
That's right.
All right, and we are the Anointed House of Saints. All right, coming at you with an impromptu class, man. Friday Night Focus, eloquently named by the brother Knock himself. You know what I'm saying? I like that. You know what I mean? So we're going over the spirit of Passover and the leaven of the Pharisees. It's an important class. I know I played a lot of music. We had like 25 people up here. I played a lot of music. It's Friday night. We bringing in the Sabbath, man.
Yeah, that's right.
I played a lot of Captain Jonathan. You know, I had to. All right. I've been listening to this stuff all day. All right. It is what it is. Okay. Whoever's meant to hear it, gonna hear it. Whoever ain't meant to hear it, they ain't gonna hear it. It is what it is, man.
God.
All right. So, man, you already know what it is, man. Like the video when you into the building, Baba Cashapp. Y'all gotta help us out, man. Y'all on the other side of the screen, y'all can put y'all brick in by liking the video and sharing the video. Right? What's up with Israel, yo? Israel don't like sharing classes.
Nah, they don't like that.
They don't like that. It was like, yo, I'm giving this nigga $1 if I like his video. Like,
yeah, it hurt. It hurt Israel.
Right? But if you started the channel today, I'm gonna like your video. It is what it is. It's a click. It ain't $1, but it is what it is. Whatever. Put your brick in by helping us by liking the video and sharing the video. All right. Also subscribing if you have not. Share it with your friends. It's gonna rain tomorrow in North Carolina. So if you're in North Carolina, unless the Most High just says he changes his mind and the sun come out, we probably gonna be on YouTube. It's supposed to be raining in Atlanta as well, so we'll probably do a marathon. You know, we're probably gonna teach on Easter since that's coming up. And that's a video you share with your Christian brothers and sisters. We're not gonna be up here bashing people, but we're gonna be teaching that they're in the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, they're in the wrong thing. They're keeping the wrong feast day. All right, so we're gonna go into all of that probably tomorrow, most high willing. All right, but you already know what it is, man. Like I said, like and share the video and subscribe, Baba Kashaw. We're gonna start shouting some people out. Jonathan, you wanna knock that out?
Hey, Khan, all praises to the Most High. Hey, I pray that y'all having a blessed Passover week, man. I know that I am. Me and my family got the decorations up late this year, but we was doing that downstairs right before this class started. So, you know, make sure y'all do that, man. Get your family involved in that. Let your kids decorate. Make it a thing, right? Make it a whole thing, just like you did in the world, right? When your birthday came through. Go ahead and start shouting some people out. Shalom Michelle, always in the building early. Shalom, sis. Joanne Gilchrist, Brother Yaiquab, Shalom King. Captain Shaquat, Don. I don't think I've seen Don before. All right, but Shalom, Shalom. Not in the chat anyway. I believe that sister is in North Carolina. Tawabia, Christella, Scott Anderson, Shalom, Shalom. Boaz, Zanaya, Captain Yahweh is on the screen. All right. Hey, sometimes we do both. Sometimes we get on the screen and say Shalom, you know. Brother Aharon, Captain Aharon, Shalom, King, Shalom. Kazakia, all right. AHOS Kodash. Hey, look, let me tell you about this brother Kodash, man. This brother, bro. Hey, he trying to play the humble card on us, right?
Hey, bro.
Uh-oh.
Hey, bars.
That's what I'm saying.
Brother laying low with it, trying to keep the bars from Israel, man. Don't do us like that. All right.
He came out during that cookout.
Yeah.
That was his coming out party.
Blazing. Hey, Captain Yahweh gonna get on some tracks too.
Hey, yo, Giannis,
you ain't let him get away.
Okay, all right, my bad. I thought your mic went out. My joint went on mute just out of nowhere. You good?
Okay. All praises, all praises. All right, Kana Israel, Carla Taylor, Anointed House of Saints, ATL. Look, take the time out now to go subscribe to that channel. All right, we need the same amount of subscribers we got on this channel, on that channel. All right, NLDAE, Shalom. I'm too busy. Shalom. Ain't seen you in the building in a little bit. Shalom. Shalom. Adawan Kanal. Shalom. All right. I think that's everybody's success journey as always. Shalom. Okay. Jahaziel, House of Keziah, and the brother Keziah in the building. Shalom 2 times. All right. And I believe that's it. All right.
Hey, check this
out. Adawan Yakum Yah, Nadayab, and Kadar Haran at the bottom.
That's right. Hey, check this out, man. We ain't playing with y'all. You hear me? We ain't playing. Hey, man, this AHOS album is happening. It's happening. Best believe that. I saw the sister what's her name? I think it's Sister Christella. She said, I can't wait till the music video come out. We shot that this weekend.
Oh, yeah, that music video about to be stupid.
That's about to be dumb.
Too tough.
That's about to be dumb. Hey, man, the Captain Jonathan, man, him and his son turned it up at Passover. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to wait for that footage, man. Y'all gotta wait.
That was dope.
Hey, that was fun, bro, wasn't it?
All praises.
I had to hit Knot with a little run at the end of his song, you know what I'm saying?
Right, brother Knot was like, he was hitting us with the usher runs at the end, man.
Right. Right. But hey, man, this AHOS album is coming, and we need y'all support.
That's right.
Hey, we need that support, man. We need y'all support. If this AHOS album comes out, we're gonna be selling the album, all right, and it's gonna go towards the building of the nation. It's gonna go towards helping us do this work.
That's right.
All right, that's what it's gonna go towards, man. We're trying to get it to a point where we can, definitely throw on some more good feast days. And when y'all see the feast day video, if you was not there, guess what? You gonna know that you missed something special. And
hey, that's right.
From now on, you're gonna be in the building. Somebody give me Deuteronomy 16:16 again. Again, I brought it out at Passover. I brought it out last night, and I'm bringing it out again. Tico got it. Let's read that real quick.
Hey, you gotta get closer to the mic.
Oh, Salaki. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 16 and verse 16. 3 times in a year shall all thy males appear before the Lord thy God, in the place which he shall choose, in the feast of unleavened bread, and in the feast of weeks, and in the feast of tabernacles, and they shall not appear before the Lord empty.
Come on, man. 3 times a year, man. Let's get out the mindset of only coming to Passover and tabernacles.
Right.
Get out of that mindset. You treating the Most High's feast day, the big 3. You treating one of the big 3 that the Most High ordained as something that's less than. Stop doing that. It can happen if you do what you're supposed to do early.
That's right.
Take your days off early. Quit sleeping in and not going to work and using your PTO. You feel what I'm saying? Stop doing that during the year so you can be with your family, your real family, at these feast days, man. You see what I'm saying? Do that. You know what I'm saying? Prepare for these feast days like you prepare to go on vacation. Do that.
That's right. That's right.
These feast days are my vacation. That's my vacation. It's the best time of my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Outside of going to vacation with my family, going out of town with my family, you know what I'm saying? I actually put these feast days over that because I'm still with my family and then I'm with the rest of my family.
Yeah.
So, start being more, what's the word I'm looking for?
Proactive.
That's a good word to use. All right. So I wanted to do a class tonight. I said something. The brother Jonathan had something to bring out. All right. It's going to be the spirit of Passover and the leaven of the Pharisees. Get your pens and your pads out. This is an important lesson during Passover season. If you're not here for entertainment, this is a good class for you. If you're here for entertainment, right?
Yeah, right.
And you want to hear smooth words and, all of that good stuff like that, this ain't the class for you. But if you want to be edified in the spirit and get 1% better, this is the class for you. Get your pens and your pads out. I'm going to get in there because I got a little snippet in this class that I want to bring out. It actually was going to be what was going to be on my part 2 from yesterday's class. But Jonathan, the way he wanted to do this class, this is perfect. So I got like 4 or 5 precepts, but I'll get in there when the time is right. So with that, I'm going to yield it to the brother.
Hey, Khan, all praises to the Most High, man. Hey, once again, let's get the applause. Let's get the applause sound effects, man, for the Most High. This was a beautiful Passover. This is all right. And I'm gonna say something. The spirit was right. You ever been in a building and the spirit is right, and the people that was there was supposed to be there? You know what I mean? Like, it just felt right, man. I can't talk about it enough. Even my rib talking about it. Matter of fact, this is my rib's first large congregation Passover. All right. And when we did the poll, when we did the RSVPs, I think about 25% of the people in the building, that was their first large congregation Passover, man.
That's right.
So all praises to the Most High once again.
Hey, check this out too. Hey, right up under our name, right here. Follow us on IG. We gonna throw like 100 pictures from Passover up there in a minute.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got to put space on my phone so I can do that. But we're going to knock that out. You know what I'm saying? So get on IG so you can see what you missed so you can be in the building next year. All right? And, hey, I'm going to tell y'all now. We working on first fruits, but I'm going to tell you now. Greensboro, North Carolina, Tabernacles, man.
Oh, yeah.
Tabernacles is in Greensboro, North Carolina, man. It's about to be lit. All right? So we can't invite everybody just because there's only a certain group of people that can be there, a certain amount.
Correct.
But, hey, most high willing, man, we got some things in the works that when we knock that part out, everybody can come.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
Be on the lookout for that, man. All right.
Hey, fine. Hey, and on top of that, all the more reason to RSVP early. All the more reason to RSVP early for those. All right. Hey, shalom to the brother Kasaja, if I ain't say that already. Shalom, King. All right. So, hey, we're going to start in Exodus chapter 12 and verse 35. We're going to deal with the spirit of Passover. We already understand what's going on in Passover. The Most High is judging the other nations and bringing us our salvation. Two things I need you to focus on. 3 or 4 things I need you to focus on. I'm going to bring them out one at a time. The first thing I want you to focus on is that you're supposed to be focused, and this cuts me, because earlier today, I was going through this, right? It's a lot of things going on in our life. It's people in our lives. It's other Israelites in our lives that may push the wrong buttons. But you know what? You're supposed to be focused on the Most High salvation. You're not supposed to be focused on nobody else, right? So let's read this. Exodus 12 and 35. Whoever got it.
Salakia, Cap. I don't mean to kind of. I wanted to bring something out real quick. I just I got a message. If you don't mind, before you start the lesson, I apologize.
Please, no, please go ahead.
But I just got a message from a young king, and I'm gonna give a little story on this. When I was in Michigan, right before I moved down here, I had a good friend of mine, a brother. I think I had let the fellows know, who was murdered in his home in front of his children, and I just got a message from his 14-year-old son. He's on the class right now, and I want to read the message that he sent. He said, "Hey, I know it's late, but I wanted to kind of learn about the Bible and how it's telling us that we're the Israelites, and basically stuff that you were telling my dad about the Israelites." And so he's in class right now. So I just want to give all praises to the Most High for that.
Hey,
bring that out. 14. I think Davian's 13 or 14 years old. I just want. His name in the chat. His name in the chat is NLDAE.
Okay, yeah, all right. We see.
Oh, Khan, yeah, Khan. That's right.
Hey, yo, Jonathan. Can we do something real quick?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's move in the spirit. All right.
Can we knock that part out? We can do that really quickly. Can we knock that part out? Since he's a 14-year-old brother, can we do that for him real quick?
Yeah, Khan, read the question one more time because I want to make sure we hit it direct too.
This for you, brother.
Yeah, let me read. Oh, want me to read what he said?
Yeah, if you could read it one more time.
He said, well, he sent me 2 messages. The first one is, I know it's late, but I wanted to kind of learn about the Bible and how it's telling us that we're Israelites, and basically stuff that you were telling my dad about us being Israelites. And then he says, I came in today's lesson to learn something today in the chat. I'm just waiting on it to start. So,
God, all praises. Okay, so that's beautiful that you even here with us, man. All praises to the Most High. You know, definitely want to be able to give you some words of encouragement. So just long story short, Judah, you jump in there, Yahweh to jump in there whenever y'all need to. But you know, when we're dealing with the Bible, we've been taught that this Bible is for everybody. And this is a book that was written to a particular culture of people, a particular nation of people at a particular point in time. And it was about how they could have a relationship with their God. All the other nations had their gods, right? They had their false gods. They had their idols that they served.
Good Joel 2:7.
Right. Yep. And but we as a nation, the Israelites, they had a separate God that they were supposed to serve, and they had to do X, Y, and Z to serve this God. Right. One of those things is the Passover, which is what we just got done observing, and we just got done talking about. But I'm gonna let him bring that precept out, and we'll give you some more clarification.
I got 2 precepts on what the brother just brought out. I'm gonna let him read the first one.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, and verse 27. and ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed.
You see that? That's right. So, hey, the Most High God is our God, and it says, and none else, right? Now, we will never be ashamed. Why? Because he will never leave us or forsake us. I got another precept to go with the one he just pulled. This is Amos 3:2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for your iniquities. Iniquity is when you're going against the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, right? So what we teach is that we have to keep these law, statutes, and commandments, and that includes wearing your fringes. If you're a man, grow out your beard, become a man, be masculine, right? Take control of your household. Don't give your power over to your woman. Things like this. So these are the things that we teach as Israelites, and these are the most important things to make sure that our nation goes from being niggas on the street corners to being kings and priests in this earth. All right, go ahead, Judah. I know you got something.
All right, see, let me get the book of Psalms. Get that real quick. Read that.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 147, starting at verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
So the people who far and wide are, represent this book or supposed to represent this book say, which are the Christian church, they say that the Bible is for everybody, right? But it says that as for his judgments, they have not known him. And David said, praise ye the Lord for that. Read it again from the top real quick.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 147 from the top, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob.
So he shows his word unto Jacob. Jacob is a man.
That's right.
Whose name was changed to Israel. He was the progenitor of the nation called the Israelites. These are the people that your brother Knock was showing your father, right?
Correct.
Jacob had 12 sons, right? And these 12 sons made up the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. He only showed his word. So you'll hear us, as you watch us, you will hear us call brothers Jake, right? That's short for Jacob, because we are from Jacob, right? Shalom, King. All right? Right? So he showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
That's
right. And he said he has not dealt with no other nation. We praise the Lord for that, right? Because if he dealt with another nation, we would be consumed. This book is about one group of people. It's for one group of people, written by one group of people.
That's right.
Written to one group of people. See what I'm saying? So I'll yield there.
Yeah, Khan. And one thing that we're gonna hit on in this lesson that you can kind of look at is we're gonna be talking about hypocrisy and the leaven of the Pharisees, and we'll break that down when we get to the verse. So the Passover is called the Feast of Unleavened Bread, right? It's a 7-day feast. It starts on the 14th of Abib, which is the first month of the Hebrew calendar, and it goes on for 7 days, and it ends on the 21st day of the Hebrew month, right? So with that being said, we about halfway through that feast, right? We got a couple days left in our Feast of Unleavened Bread. The unleavened bread represents, so first of all, before the 7 days starts, we're supposed to clean the leaven out of our house. That represents cleaning the uncleanness out of our spirit, right? So we're supposed to use this as an opportunity to reset. So when we're talking about the leaven of the Pharisees, Christ is demonstrating to you that they never clean this fully out of their spirit. All right. So we're going to start off in Exodus chapter 12 and verse 35. We're not going to read the entire story of the Passover. You will have to go and refer to our Passover videos if you need to brush up on that. But at this point in time, the children of Israel are being instructed on how to keep the Passover. All right.
All right, you said Exodus chapter 12, verse what?
35.
All right, Con, this is the book of Exodus chapter 12, verse 35. And the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses, and they borrowed of the Egyptians jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lent unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians.
Okay, so this is after the last plague, right? After the final plague, The Most High put the spirit on the other nations to just give us stuff and yo, take what you got to get and go. Please get out of here, because we was bringing all the plagues upon Egypt, right? So now our people are in the place where it's like, cool, we're getting all this stuff, and now we getting ready to leave Egypt. Keep reading, verse 27.
Verse 37. And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramesses to Succoth, about 600,000 on foot that were men besides children.
Come on.
And a mixed multitude went up also with them, and flocks and herds, even very much cattle.
Okay, there was a mixed multitude that left Egypt with the children of Israel. Now there's a whole breakdown on that, right? We're not going to deal with that breakdown, but I want to point that out to show you where some of this confusion came in. See, let's stop right there. What we teach is that we are the children of Israel today. We can prove that through archaeology, biblical history, world history. We could go many different routes and procedures to prove that, right? So, but we believe that we the children of Israel today, and we believe that this land that we live in right now and this culture that we live in is the culture in the land of Egypt and Sodom and Gomorrah. That's why the scripture calls this place Babylon the Great. It also calls it spiritual Sodom and spiritual Egypt, right? So this is the land we feel like we in today, where the Lord is bringing us out of this land, right? In the mind first. So we got to leave this culture first, and then from there he's going to physically take us out. All right? So I'm building something with you real quick. So what we realize though is that some of the people who are coming into this and calling themselves Israelites with you, some of the people that's walking with you is not really with you. They not really a part of you. They not really walking in what they reading. Right? And we're going to see that. So let's jump to chapter 13 and verse 17. Exodus 13 and 17.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 13 and verse 17. And it came to pass, when Pharaoh had let the people go, that Yahweh, God, led them not through the way of the land of the Philistines, although that was near. For Yahweh said, lest peradventure the people repent when they see the war, and they return to Egypt.
But so the Lord didn't take them the quick way. He took them a different way, because he was like, yo, if they see these people, they mind ain't gonna be ready, and they might turn around and go right back to Egypt. All right, keep going.
Verse 18. But Yahweh led the people about through the way of the wilderness of the Red Sea, and the children of Israel went up harnessed out of the land of Egypt.
Come on.
And Moses took the bones of Joseph with him, for he had straitly sworn the children of Israel, saying, Yahweh will surely visit you, and ye shall carry up my bones away hence with you. And they took their journey from Succoth and encamped in Etham, in the edge of the wilderness.
All right, so remember what just happened. The Most High brought all these plagues, just as Moses said. Everything Moses said was going to happen came to pass, right? The Most High doing miraculous stuff. Hey, the Most High did miraculous stuff in all of our lives. Everybody who up here, right? You started reading the scriptures and you started seeing prophecies unfold in your life that you ain't even know was about you, right? All of these miraculous things that if you tell a regular person, they're going to be like, yo, why is that a big deal? To you, it's the end of the world. It's like, yo, what you mean? This prophecy right here talk about us, right? So we all seen these miraculous things, right? But as you on your way out, are you going to be the brother that's focused on the people around you and allow them to trip you up? Or are you going to stay focused on the Most High? Right? Read verse 21. I'm going to show you something.
Verse 21. And the Most High went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them by the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light to go by day and night. He took not away the pillar of cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night from before the people.
Hey, just imagine what that looked like. Imagine you walking down the street in the nighttime and a pillar of fire is just following you everywhere you go, man. Right? And then Moses, you got a guy named Moses with a staff that he can do whatever he need to do with the staff. He raised it up, the waters open. He raised it up, flies come out of nowhere. He raised it up, the waters turn red. Like, you got this dude with you. And he telling you that the Most High is in this cloud. I'm a believer. You know what I'm saying? I'm a believer. I'm gonna believe whatever this dude say. So it's like, at this point, you're seeing things happen that's only written in the scriptures that you're seeing it come to pass, it shouldn't be nothing that happens in your physical life that throws you off the path, because you see in the hand of the Most High, right? We just went to the Passover. We had the brother Judah told me him and Tico counted at least 60, 70 people at the Passover.
We counted 80 at the least.
You see what I'm saying?
80 on.
That's crazy. A big eight ball, man. Look, the Most High, but look, 10 years ago, all of us was doing something else. None of us was worried about keeping the Lord's Passover at all. Somebody would have been like, Passover, I would have been like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, hey, we seeing miraculous things come to pass. We seeing prophecies come to pass, man. We seeing dead bones stand up and walk. But you're going to allow somebody in your life to do something that throws you off track. Yo, that's crazy. All right. So I want to show you something. The first thing I want to say is this. No matter, I want to say this slow though, because we got to think about it. No matter what the Most High do, it's always going to be the unfaithful and believing that are nearby. It don't matter what the Most High do. The Most High can kill all the Egyptians in front of you. He can kill Sodom and Gomorrah in front of you, and people still not going to believe. He could turn your wife to a pillar of salt, and you still not going to believe. Right? He can. You saw the days of Noah. Noah was standing out there. He building a boat. People like, man, this dude crazy. He did that, and people still not going to believe. Right? The rain started falling.
So
go ahead. The rain started falling. People still ain't believing. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, because the point that you just made and what Yaquab just put in the chat is that it's crazy that brother still went off during that time. Right. Can somebody grab John 20 and 29? Cashapp. Because these are brothers and sisters who saw the sea part, who walked through it, who watched that thing collapse on all the Egyptians that was coming after them.
Hey, that's
and
right.
They still went off. They seen all these miracles.
Hey, Salakia.
Call that precept again.
This is book of John, chapter 20 and verse 29.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus saith unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed.
Right? Hey, blessed are they that have not seen but yet believe. Right. We ain't seen none of this. We didn't walk with Yahushua. Right? It's plenty people that try to convince us that, hey, you not the people, and you guys are delusional, and y'all trying to hijack nationality because y'all nationality got stolen from y'all. It's all kinds of things that come against us, but yet and still, hey, we are here in the faith, man. Like the brother just said, 10 years ago, we wasn't keeping no Passover.
Right.
10 years ago, I was still stepping off into the Christian church in my Sunday best on Easter Sunday.
Yeah, right.
Right. After just coming from the club.
Right.
Come on, man. I yield.
Hey, that's right. Hey, and instead of having them church shoes on, you had on them shoes that Knock had on at the Passover, man. Right?
Hey, they was fly though.
Hey, Con, it was clean though. All right. So the point that I'm showing you so far is this, right? And we're gonna get a little bit deeper, but I just want to start on the surface. Moses walked around literally doing miracles. There was nobody greater than Moses other than Christ, and John the Baptist got to be on the list because Christ said nobody was greater than him, right? So there was nobody greater than these three men, but all three of them had non-believers amongst them. God. All three of them had people that was willing to cause dissent amongst them. So you have no way to get around it. It's gonna be people around you that's gonna do the same thing, right? Now I'm gonna show you something. Let's go to Sirach chapter 38 and verse 10, because I want to say this. And then we'll get back into the Passover a little bit later in the lesson. We're gonna bridge the gap a little bit later, but we gotta be mindful that everything we do is either contributing to the folly or we killing the folly. Somebody put that in the chat. Everything you do is either contributing to the folly or you killing it. Right? I was told to be very direct with my words. So that's what I'm gonna do. Some of y'all are not really about building the nation. Some of y'all is really about bringing it down, and you don't even know that's what you're doing. Right? Let's get Sirach 38 and 10.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 38 and verse 10. Leave off from sin, and order thy hands aright, and cleanse thy heart from all wickedness.
Hey, you have to leave off from sin and order your hands aright. So this takes a lot of work. Think about Moses, man. Moses could have had y'all killed a long time ago.
God.
Moses could have had everybody killed. The Most High was like, yo, we'll just start over with you. But what did Moses do? Did Moses ever stop coming around the people? Did Moses start calling people his enemies? Did Moses start fighting people? No. You know what Moses did? He prayed for y'all. And Moses stepped back and said, you know what? I'm still going to do what the Most High want me to do.
Salakia, bro. Moses led y'all. I'm going to say this. Moses led y'all niggas out of Egypt. Went up to a smoking mountain. He had to go get his unleavened wafer real quick, right? Moses went up to a smoking mountain. Everybody else was scared. Like, nah, you go talk to him. You think Moses won't scared for real? You feel me? Moses went up there and got the 10 Commandments, came back down, and y'all niggas was worshiping a damn golden calf that y'all made out of y'all earrings.
You just made it 5 minutes ago. Yeah.
You just got out of captivity 2 seconds ago. And where did Moses say, yo, these are my enemies right here? These are niggas that I took out of Egypt.
Yeah.
They my enemies, though. See, they was against me. So you must be greater than Moses.
Right.
But you just said something. Some people are not about building a nation. The problem is not that they're not about, no, what you said was absolutely correct. It's more so of, I'm trying to build myself more than the nation. So when things happen, I'm upset because my stature is not the same.
There you go.
And I'm gonna get into that in a minute, because some of y'all are scorners with fringes on.
That's right.
And mitris and head wraps and diadems and the jewels in between your eyeballs like this. Y'all are scorners. We're gonna talk about it in a minute.
Hey, that's right. Hey, can we get the dictionary definition of malice? Malice.
Hey, I got you. That's crazy. That's a spirit, because I had just looked that up.
All praises. That's actually the spirit. That's how the spirit works. You know what I mean? The scripture says that the spirit bloweth where it listeth. So we don't even know where we going until the spirit take us there. You know what I mean?
This is the definition of malice. Oh, you got it up there. The definition of malice: the intention or desire to do evil, ill will.
Hey, so Judah brought up something cold earlier this week, and please stop me if I'm going into what you're gonna bring out. But Judah brought up something cold. There was an instance where Samuel came to correct David, and Samuel was like, he gave him a hypothetical situation, and David was like, nah, you gotta handle that. And then Samuel was like, that's you.
Right,
I'm gonna tell you that happened. That happened to me in real life. I ain't gonna say nobody's name. That happened to me in real life. A person told me that they was trying to promote peace and build within the nation. And I came to them to promote peace and build within the nation. And I got I want all the smoke, quotation. So I'm going to tell you straight up, some of these people, you got to be afraid. If you playing with the Most High like this, you must be afraid. You must be afraid. Ain't no way you in the middle of the Passover, right? That's why this is called the spirit or the leaven of the Pharisees, right? What is the true spirit of Passover? To get rid of that leaven in your spirit, man. Let's read this one more time. Let's get that. Hey, read that one more time. Now that's Sirach 38 and 10. One more time.
And we got a precept afterwards.
The book of Sirach, chapter 38 and verse 10. Leave off from sin.
So if a brother come to you in the spirit of peace and unity and say, yo, we got to bridge this gap, we got to make this happen, why would you not be a part of that? What spirit is on your shoulders not letting you be a part of that? Khan, go ahead.
Khan. Leave off from sin and order thy hands aright and cleanse thy heart from all wickedness.
And that's what it comes down to. It's your heart. Your heart would not allow you to do it, right? Because you allowed that spirit to influence you. You allowed that spirit to move your arm, right? Go ahead, Judah. You got it.
Hey, real quick. I think this is a perfect time to bring out what I wanted to bring out because you're on the topic. Is it okay if I do so?
Yeah, please.
All right. Give me 1 second. Say something real quick, and I'm gonna get my precept together. The first precept that I want.
All right, Khan. Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna get this precept. It's still on the same idea. This is Sirach 37 and 11, and I'm gonna read it since I already got it. Right. Check this out. Neither consult with a woman touching her of whom she is jealous. We're gonna make sense in a minute. Neither with a coward in matters of war. Neither with a merchant concerning exchange, nor with a buyer of selling, nor with an envious man of thankfulness, nor with an unmerciful man touching kindness, nor with the slothful for any work, nor with the hireling for the year of finishing work, nor with an idle servant of much business. Hearken not unto these in any manner of counsel. What is the scripture telling you? Don't go to the wrong person for counsel.
Right.
If you were Israelite in the season of Passover, you need to be speaking to people about how to mend broken relationships from people who trying to do it. You don't need to get that advice from the people who ain't trying to do it. That's what the scripture's saying. God. Some of y'all going to the wrong people for advice. You going to a broke man for advice. What Kanye said, somebody who broke it than me can't tell me nothing about money. Right? I mean, let's keep it real. So somebody who don't understand how to mend relationships can't tell me nothing about mending relationships. Con, go ahead.
Real quick, Judah, before you jump in.
Go ahead. This brother mouth full of daggone unleavened bread.
Man, getting me full too.
God.
You know, that water hit it expand.
Hey, that's right.
Hey, but now what you were saying though, like you ever notice that it's always those ones that be trying to give the most advice? Like it be sisters who don't got no man.
Giving advice about men.
Trying to give advice about men.
About relationships.
Relationships. You ain't got no relationship. Ain't in no relationship. Been in about 5-10 different relationships.
Really don't want to be in relationships.
Baby daddies.
Right.
But you trying to give advice on relationships.
Right.
Hey,
y'all see that on the Boondocks? Hey, you seen that on the Boondocks when the lady was on the phone?
Right.
The house blew up. She was still on the phone, man. Like,
damn.
Hey, man. Hey, now, I'm gonna get something real quick, right? Let me share my screen. Matter of fact, let's just get the first precept real quick. Now you read this since I got the mic. You read this. Give me Ephesians 4:1. We ended yesterday's class with this. Let's start today's class with this. Get Ephesians 4:1. All right, and we're gonna read through 3. I got a few quick ones because it's going right into what Giannis said. I'm not gonna hold it long because I want him to continue. But this topic was going perfectly into what I wanted to do part 2 on. So now I don't have to do part 2. Some of y'all do not have the spirit of unity in real life. Y'all have the spirit of contention in real life. And we're gonna talk about it. Let's read that real quick.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 4 and verse 1. I therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you that ye walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called, with all lowliness and meekness.
Stop. With all lowliness and meekness. Lowliness and meekness, that's humility.
That's right.
That's the act of being humble, right? Hey, get him real quick. He about to do something crazy, right? It said with all lowliness and meekness. What's the next thing that it says?
With long suffering.
No, short patience.
With long suffering.
With long suffering, that means you gotta be patient with your people, man.
God.
When soon as somebody don't do something you want them to do with their life, now you got a short temper with them.
Right.
Now you don't want nothing to do with them. Get that precept, get it. Right? Keep going.
God. With long suffering, forbearing one another in love.
Forbearing one another in love. Some of y'all don't really know what love is. Y'all can teach love very, very, very well. Y'all teach it very well, but cannot practice it to save y'all lives. Right? Keep going.
God. Endeavoring to keep the unity of
there's a separation,
endeavoring to keep the unity
right.
of the Spirit in the bond of peace.
So we got to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. Get that precept. Go ahead.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 10. Be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another.
You got to prefer one another.
That's right.
Right? Preferring one another. I'm going to get through this because I want him to get his class going. All right? Give me Proverbs 9 and 8 real quick. Proverbs 9 and 8.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 9,
Titus 3 and 10.
and verse 8. And it reads, reprove not a scorner.
Reprove not a what?
Reprove not a scorner.
The Bible says, reprove not a scorner. Let's see what a scorner means. A scorner is somebody with open dislike, disrespect, mockery, often with indignation. Let's see what indignation means. Anger aroused by something unjust, unworthy, or mean. Guess what? You can have an indignation with somebody if, for no reason, to be real with you.
That's right.
Right? Scorn, expression of contempt or derision. An object of extreme disdain, contempt, derision, something contemptible. Right? Now let's see if it gives me the noun real quick. Nah, it really doesn't do it. So it just says to show disdain, right? To reject or dismiss as contemptible or unworthy. Read it again.
Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee.
He ain't going to hear you. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate you. Finish it out.
Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee.
The ones who are wise will take the rebuke, no matter what your stature is in Israel. Right? No matter who you think you are. No matter how many people love you, when somebody tells you the truth, if you're a wise man, you're going to appreciate that.
Right.
But if you're a scorner, you're going to hate that thing. Right? That's the end on that?
That's it.
All right. Give me that Titus 3 and 10.
It's the book of Titus, chapter 3 and verse 10. A man that is an heretic, after the first and second admonition, reject, knowing that he that is such is subverted and sinneth, being condemned of himself.
So a man that is a heretic, right? A man that is a heretic. Is a heretic somebody on the street who don't know who they are according to the Bible and they just living their life? That's not a heretic.
Hey, that's right.
A heretic is the one who know the truth. They've been in this thing for a minute and they continue to want to do what they want to do. Right? That is a heretic. Right? Now watch this. Watch this. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna pull this up. We're gonna pull up the definition of heretic. I'm almost done, but this gotta come out. Right?
That's what I was gonna ask you to do next. Was pull up the definition. Yep.
Heretic. A person who differs in opinion of established religious dogma. We're gonna go to number 2. one who differs in opinion from an acceptable belief or doctrine, right? You know good and well that we supposed to prefer another higher than ourselves. Right? We supposed to have the bond of unity and love. We supposed to have that thing. But you want to differ from that opinion because some ain't go your way. Some ain't want to go the way you wanted it to go. So now you want to differ from that opinion. You want to go against the grain for real. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm gonna get one more. Read that again. Titus 3:10.
It's the book of Titus, chapter 3, and verse 10. A man that is inherited after the first and second admonition reject, knowing that he that is such is subverted and sinneth, being condemned of himself.
Hey man, he's subverted and he's sin, condemning his own self. You condemning yourself. You're not too big. You can't. Your arms is not long enough to box with God. You don't know enough precepts for the Most High to spare you of the things that you're doing. You subverted and you condemning your own self for real. You think you condemning other people? Yo, don't deal with that brother right there. You know, I don't mess with him. You don't mess with him either. No, you're condemning yourself.
Right.
2/3 shall be cut off and die. It don't matter how many views you get.
Right.
It don't matter. I be saying this all the time. The Most High is probably dealing with the smallest camps with the least amount of views. I'm not saying he ain't dealing with the bigger camps. Yo, there's some mighty big camps out there. I'm not saying that. But quit thinking you above. Come on, man.
Right.
Right? My last precept. All right. Give me Salakia. Give me Proverbs 6 and verse 12. It's matter of fact, Salakia, my bad. Go back to Titus, my bad. Because there was something about that it said that we have to do. And I'm letting y'all know now, this is what we're doing in Anointed House of Saints. This is going to happen. Read it again.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 3 and verse 10. A man that is inherited after the first and second admonition reject.
Stop. All right. Hopefully I'm spelling this right. Salakia. All right, boom. Admonition, counsel or warning against a fault or oversight.
Right.
After the first or second admonition, it says to reject this person. Leave them alone. Don't mess with them no more. You got to get yourself right. You stay over there, get yourself right, and then come holler at me. Since you're not humble enough to take no type of counsel
correction
from somebody that you deem is beneath you, I don't have to mess with you no more. After the first or second admonition reject, read on.
Knowing that he that is such is subverted and sinneth, being condemned of himself.
So this person is subverted and sinneth, and they condemn themselves. This is my last precept. Proverbs 6 and 12.
This is the book of Proverbs. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 12. A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with froward mouth. He winketh with his eyes, he speaketh with his feet, he teacheth with his fingers.
Hey, now wait. Because we don't know what forward means. We don't be knowing what that means. We think forward is a fancy word for forward. No, it's not. That has a definition, right? I had to look it up too, right? So boom, forward. Habitually disposed to disobedience and opposition. This is the person, they're the free thinking brother, right? They the one I gotta think for myself. I gotta go against the grain. I can't just stay with the course of what the brotherhood is all about.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I gotta do something a little bit different. Right? Habitually disposed to disobedience and opposition. You got to be opposed. You got to have a different opinion than everybody else. The opinion that everybody else has makes sense, but you got to oppose it so you can be above everybody else. You feel me? Keep going.
Verse 15. Salakia, verse 14. Frowardness is in his heart. He devises mischief continually. He soweth discord.
And these people sow discord. Right? Now, I want you to read verse 13 again.
Verse 13. He winketh with his eyes. He speaketh with his feet. He teacheth with his fingers.
This is the brother, you telling them the truth, and they not listening. They're like, Their body language is telling you they not really listening to you. Like, yo, I ain't trying to hear what you're saying, bro. Like,
hey, that's right.
You giving them the scriptures, you giving them, but they think they're above everybody, so they're not really listening. Y'all ain't trying to listen to you, little nigga. Like, that's what they really saying to you.
Yeah.
Their body language is telling you they're not listening. You ever been on the street and you stop a brother, he stopped, but they kind of like,
yeah.
Yo, can I go? I've heard that before. Yo, can I go? Like, nigga, I ain't keeping you here.
Yeah, we ain't holding you. Yeah.
Like come on, like, I ain't hit you with I ain't do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? But he does these things, you see what I'm saying? Because he's not really listening. Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Real quick, one last precept and we done.
Con, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 17.
Mm.
If he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church.
That's right.
But if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as an heathen man and a publican.
So if you talk to that brother, you practice Matthew 18, right? You come holler at him, he ain't trying to hear you. Nah, forget that. I want to smoke. I'm going to shut up because I was about to say something wild. I want to smoke, right? I want to smoke. Then you go, you take it to 2 or 3 witnesses. He ain't trying to hear. He still ain't trying to hear. You tell it to the church. He ain't trying to hear the church. Let him go, yo. You keep going, man. You reject the scorner, man.
Right.
Some of y'all are scorners with fringes on and head wraps and mitris, and y'all teach every day, and y'all the wisest amongst all men, and y'all are scorners.
Yeah.
And y'all have the spirit of division. You don't have the spirit of unity because you think you better than everybody else. You cannot think you are better than everybody else and have the spirit of unity. You can't have it. Are you?
God. And that's exactly what I'm saying, is that you either contributing to the folly or you're destroying it with your actions. Are you teaching your family within your household? Every time they say something off or say something about somebody outside of your household, are you stopping them? Nope, don't say that. Stop. Don't say that.
Right.
Are you doing that? That's destroying the folly at the root right there. Or are you the brother that they got something bad to say about this brother or this sister and you adding into it? You know what I mean? Like we have to consciously be the stop to the folly. Each and every Israelite in the room that's listening has to be the person who's stopping the folly.
Right? Hey, Salakia.
Khan.
Hey, I don't know if you had this in your notes, but did you have 2 Corinthians 5 and 17?
I'm going into 2 Corinthians, but go ahead and pull it out.
All right.
Go ahead and pull it out.
Hey, somebody grab that from me because this goes in line with everything that Judah just said. 2 Corinthians 5 and 17.
The book of 2 Corinthians 5 and 17.
Khan.
The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 17. And it reads, therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature.
Right. So we as being believers of Hamashiach, Yahushua, hey, we supposed to become new creatures. Right? Read on.
Khan. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new.
So we supposed to be new, right? Our thinking is supposed to be new. Our mind is supposed to be renewed. We supposed to let the mind that was in Hamashiach be inside us, right? Old things are passed away. That old man who we used to be, how we used to get to snapping when we was out there on the block or on the street, or how we used to chop somebody up if someone came with a negative comment or a negative word or a negative story about someone. We'd be like, yeah, you know what? And yeah, that brother, yeah. Are we still that? Or are we become a new creature in the Mashiach? Right? Read verse 18.
God, verse 18. And all things are of God, who hath reconciled us to himself by Jesus Christ.
Come on.
And hath given to us the ministry of reconciliation.
Right, the ministry of reconciliation. Right? Reconciling what, hey, if you have an issue like it says in Matthew 18, hey, we supposed to go to a brother. If I got a problem with the brother, I'm gonna go to him. Or if I know that I done the brother something wrong, hey, I'm gonna go to that brother. I'm like, look, bro, you mad at me, you upset. I understand, I get it. Look, I apologize. I'm sorry. Because the biggest thing should be restoring relationships.
Right.
We have been given the ministry of reconciliation. Right? I'm gonna yield with that.
Yo, that's almost a lesson right there. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, that's cold. But look, that's straight up and down, right? In the words of Captain Aharon, that's straight up and down, right? Number one, I want to say this. Go to him. I gotta highlight this. Go to him. It don't matter if it's gonna be uncomfortable. It don't matter if it's gonna be a situation that you just don't want to be involved in. It don't matter. If you have an art with somebody, Christ told you to go to him.
No, brother, you supposed to send somebody to call that brother.
No, Christ ain't
you supposed to send somebody to text everybody,
right?
To reach out. No, brother.
Right.
Come on, man.
You see that? But check this out. Check this out. Once again, I'm gonna call it straight. I've been told to be direct. You can't say, when I get mad, I don't like to call people. When I get mad, I don't talk to people. You can't say that. Because Christ told you what to do. You're not above Christ. Christ told you what to do. So check this out. Let me get this. Let's go to Sirach 34 and 24. Right? Once again, everything I'm saying right now, are you contributing to the folly or are you squashing the folly? Right? It's a conscious effort on everybody's side. Look, you was at the Passover. This kid right here did something that rubbed you wrong. Go to the parent. Tell him. What you waiting for? Right? Christ told you what to do. Right? But what y'all want to do is you want to go home and talk junk about the kid. Now you look stupid because you talking junk about a kid. Right?
Or the parenting of the child.
Or the parenting, yeah. If it was me, he would be sitting over here. It's like, what? Go to the person. You don't, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this is how we moving in AHOS. We've learned a lot in this last year. This is how we moving. If you have a problem, you are going to go to that person. If you call me on the phone with a problem about anybody on this earth, I'm getting that person on the phone while you on the phone. That's how we doing it. And if you're not willing to move like that, don't call my phone. Right? Because I'm not willing to aid you in the folly. Go ahead.
I'm going to say something real quick.
Because
you just say how we moving. If you have the disruptive spirit, if you have the spirit of uneasiness, because you got to be that person, you make somebody feel uneasy, you know what I'm saying? You got to go against the grain. I'm going to let you know something. You will never be able. First of all, if you're in the camp, we're going to kick you out. That's number one.
Right.
I got a precept for that. We're going to kick you out. That's number one. If you're not in the camp and you congregate with us, you're not going to be able to congregate with us again. Right? Let me get this precept. Let me back off of what you said. Give me Proverbs 22 and verse 10. We might want to start a little higher, but I just want to let me back off what the brother's saying. We not about to be understanding. We're going to talk to you. It's out of the first and second ammunition, reject.
Hey,
we'll give you that. Right. We'll give you that. But after that, you're gone. Get your spirit right, and you can come back.
Hey, and Salakia. Hey, Salakia, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Women, hey, women, y'all got to do this because y'all ain't doing it. Y'all not pulling sisters to the side and saying, hey, yo, you rubbing me the wrong way, X, Y, and Z. Y'all not doing that. Y'all waiting until after everything is over with and coming to other brothers and letting it build and fester, right? When it can be handled on the spot. Pull the person to the side. It ain't gotta be no issues. Pull the person to the side. Yo, X, Y, and Z, I ain't really appreciate that. You know, I would appreciate if you do like this, and I'll do my best not to, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you gotta do. Right? So women, y'all not off the hook, but go ahead.
All right, let's get Proverbs 22 and 10.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 10. Cast out the scorner, and contention shall go out.
It says, cast out the scorner, and contention will go out. Is there more on that?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yea, strife and reproach shall cease.
Strife and reproach are going to cease.
You see that?
If you that brother, you always going against the grain and you can never agree with people, and get right, you got to go. We're kicking you out. If you're the sister that always comes around, it's always an issue, you got to go. We're kicking you out. That's what the Bible says to do. Not enough people actually doing what the Bible says to do because they want to be liked. I already got a name of something stupid anyway. I don't care. Read it again.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 10. Cast out the scorner, and contention shall go out. Yea, strife and reproach shall cease.
And that's the point. We're supposed to have unity in the bond of love, man. So the strife and the contention gotta cease. And how is that going? When we see you have that contentious spirit, that you always have to be adverse, you always have to be opposed to everything, you always have to come around and make people be uncomfortable, we are kicking you out.
Right.
And we're going to continue doing the work of the Lord in unity, man.
Correct.
And love, man. That spirit that we had at Passover this weekend is going to continue in this camp. Let brotherly love continue. If you don't want that, don't deal with us no more. I don't care. And that's what it's going to be. And we hope that you guys want the same thing that we want. Because why would you not want peace? You feel me? Go ahead, King.
Hey, Con, hey, I just want to highlight this, right? If everybody had that same mentality, I'm going to stop the folly with me. The folly going to stop with me. If that was your spirit, we'd be in a different community, y'all. All the people who just here for the folly, they never was in the truth. The Most High was never dealing with them, and they spirit just jacked up from the beginning. All them people gonna be weeded out very easily because the first person they come to with the folly, they gonna squash it. Then they gonna go to the next person with the folly, and they gonna squash it. And then those two people gonna come together and be like, yo, this is a problem. This person going throughout Israel causing folly.
Hey, Salak, my bad, King. Yo, some people are throwing up prayers at feast days with folly on their mind.
Right.
And contention. I'm going to shut up.
And no, I'm happy you said that because that was my next point. Read Sirach 34:24. Right? Hey, I'm just going to put it out there. Once again, I'm not sugarcoating nothing. Y'all can do what y'all got to do. Right? I'm going to be direct tonight because I was told to be direct. If you're calling Israelites your enemy and you're throwing up curses against your enemy, read the verse.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 34 and 24. When one prayeth and another curseth, whose voice will the Lord hear?
Hey, why are you cursing? Why are you putting somebody who trying to come to the table to speak to you, who trying to come to the table and build with you, sisters? Why are you putting somebody who supposed to be your sister, who you need to be trying to build with? Why are you putting her in the category of your enemy? And then reading scriptures where the Lord's devouring and destroying your enemies. Yo, what are you doing? Moses did not do that. This is the spirit of Passover. We can only learn what the spirit of Passover is from the man who taught you the Passover. Hey, what about the man who is the Passover? What did he say? Let's get Matthew chapter 5 and 44. Let's see what the man who is the Passover said. Since now we know what the first teacher taught us, let's see what the second teacher taught us.
Yo, I'm there, King. I got you. I'm gonna read it. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 44. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you.
Hey, even if somebody do hate you, if they are Israelite, we keeping it in context. If somebody is an Israelite and they actually hate you, the best you can do is to stay away from them and to pray for them. That's the best thing you can do. Not go to your congregation. Yo, do you understand what's going on? Like, why, bro? Why are you putting yourself in that type of danger with the Most High? What if you wrong? Now you putting up curses against the person that the Most High actually dealing with. But because you so wise in your own counsel, because you so puffed up in your own conceit, you don't see the possibility that you could be in error. So now you've called that person an enemy, and you are the enemy.
And that's pride.
That's the definition of pride.
Hey, I got a precept to back up what you just said. It's best to leave them alone, right?
Right.
And pray for them, right?
Hold on, let me finish this off real quick, Judah.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
It says, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you. All right, that's it on that.
That's right.
Come. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna let you break it down, Giannis. And this is the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 23.
It says, "Go there."
That's fair. Go ahead. It says, "Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and there remembers that thy brother had an ought against thee, leave thy gift there before the altar, and go thy way. First, be reconciled to thy brother, then come and offer thy gift."
Hey, don't even step to the Most High with that type of leaven on your spirit.
Ooh.
That's why honestly, this is a large portion of the reason why the Most High not dealing with Israel on a certain level.
Damn.
Right? Everybody walking around, I wonder why we don't have the power to heal people. I wonder why we can't raise the dead. Yo, it's gonna take time, man, because we ain't close. I'm telling you, we ain't close. Somebody step on your shoes at the Passover, you about to lose your drink. You see what I'm saying? Like, you about to lose your mind. Somebody at the Passover step on your shoe.
Hey, Aharon spilled drinks on my fresh Jordans that I just took out the box. Pursuing the Deuteronomy 28:54, I was supposed to put him to death.
We gotta give you the exception there, because you know that brother Aharon, man. But hey, for real, man. Like, think about what you're doing. You're saying there is no possibility that I'm not in the spirit. There's no possibility of that. This other person is a demon, and I got to show them what time it is. You see what time? Do you see how you're in error now? Do you see how the spirit has left you?
Right.
Let's get 1 John 4:18. 1 John 4:18. We're gonna start talking about love, and then we're gonna transition and close this out. Right? We started with Moses. We started with what Moses was seeing, leaving the Exodus. He did everything he can to prove to you that the Most High dealing with him. And you know what? We got Israelite leaders today who are doing some mighty works in the spirit, right? By Shema Mashiach Yahushua. They're doing some mighty works in the spirit. And I believe the Most High is with them. I believe that. But you know what? If they left Moses and they was doing Moses like that, guess what? They're gonna do you like that. Fact. You gotta follow what Moses did.
That's right.
Khan, go ahead.
Yeah, the book of 1 John, chapter 4 and verse 18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear.
Hey, what you afraid of? Why you afraid of these people over here? Why you afraid of this sister coming into the feast day with your same dress on? Now she got your dress on. It just ruined your whole night. Why you afraid of that? Perfect love cast out that type of fear.
When y'all all got it off Amazon.
Right, everybody got their feast day garments off the same place. Everybody, look, how many brothers had the same garment on, man? Like 3 or 4 brothers had the same garment on, and that's just within our Passover. You start going into the other Passovers, everybody had them on.
You would have thought that was our uniform for the year.
You see what I'm saying?
Hey, except for Yakim, Captain Yakim, I told you. He
I don't want Yakim and brother Malak, little Malak right here. Ain't nobody had their garments on, but everybody else.
Count Boaz.
Oh, don't forget me now. Don't forget me now.
Hey, Knock was clean too, though. Hey, Knock was clean.
Hey, brother Knock was clean too. Now we gotta give it to him. And Boaz. Yeah, Boaz came in there looking like a
vampire.
Interview with a vampire and shit. Vampire in Brooklyn. But all praises to the Most High, man. Right? So, the point of what I'm trying to show you is that if we're gonna follow Moses, if we're gonna do the works that Moses said, we need to be doing that as well. We need to be, when it come down to them tough decisions. When the earth opened up and swallowed the people, I ain't see Moses jump up and down and start dancing and being happy. Where that scripture at? Moses was too scared of the Most High to do all that. Right? All right, let's get into it. Read that 1 John 4:18 one more time.
God, the book of 1 John, chapter 4 and verse 18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear, because fear hath torment.
That fear that other sister gonna look better than you, her nails gonna be nicer than yours,
Right.
her braids gonna, the parts are cleaner, whatever it is y'all worried about, right? That other sister that you worried about so much, she ain't even worried about you. She don't even know you think that, but it's tearing you up on the inside. It's tormenting you on the inside.
Hey, he got a precept after you finish.
Khan, read the rest of that. He that feareth.
Khan. He that feareth is not made perfect in love.
Hey, and this kind of goes into jealousy and envy, right? The scripture says where envy is, every evil exists. I'm paraphrasing that, right? So, if you, that's one of the things Judah the Shooter brought out. That was a mighty lesson. Judah the Shooter said, yo, if you jealous of a sister, you not getting into the kingdom.
Part 2 coming after the Feast of Unleavened Bread that Thursday. Tune in.
All praises to the Most High. Y'all tap into that, right? You jealous of another brother and what he doing? You jealous of another organization and what they doing? You jealous of the Christian church and what they doing? It don't matter who you jealous of. That's a spirit you're not supposed to have, because the Most High has already divided your lot to you. What are you jealous about?
Right.
Khan, go ahead.
Hey, I got this precept though. Just speaking on fear and love. 2 Timothy 1:7. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind.
Break it down. You got it.
So I'm just saying, speaking on the fear, you're not supposed to have that spirit of fear. Obviously he going into jealousy, but just fearing anything in general. You don't have the spirit of love in you if you have fear in your spirit.
Hey, and guess what? That verse puts fear as a direct opposite of power. You demonstrating your lack of power when you're afraid of something. You think Michael Jordan was afraid of anybody? Hey, I don't even feel like Steph Curry afraid of nobody. Steph Curry take one step past the line.
He throwing it up.
Half court, don't matter. It's going in. Like, he turning around before it even go in. It ain't no fear involved in that, right? Because he has the power. He understands what that power that he has, and he can he's changed the whole game of basketball, right? Shaq did the same thing. These people changed the entire game of basketball, not by being afraid, but by taking that power that the Most High gave them in their craft. Right. Let's get Isaiah 54:17. I got like 5 more. We're gonna wrap it up.
The book of Isaiah 54. Should Isaiah, right?
Yeah, Isaiah 54:17.
God. The book of Isaiah, chapter 54 and verse 17. And it reads, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness.
No, you got it. Finish it out. Go ahead.
And their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord.
Hey, that's your heritage. If the Most High already prophesied that this is your heritage, that no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that's against you in judgment shall be condemned, why you mad at anything anybody doing? You not moving like Moses. Right? Moses was moving like that. It wasn't nothing you could tell him. He like, yo, I just spoke to the Most High face to face. If you want to do this, that's fine. You get your stuff, you go over there. I'm gonna get my stuff and come over here. We're gonna see who the Most High dealing with. He ain't go through the camp in Israel. Yo, these brothers over here is wicked as hell. You following me or what? He ain't do that.
Right.
Because you know what? He knew the Most High was dealing with him.
Right. Pick a side, brother. Pick a side.
You gotta pick a side, man. Right? But this is the thing. Our people love that spirit. You gotta pick a side. They love that spirit. Because that's what we was doing in the world, right? You had to pick a side, whether you was gonna be blood or crip, folk nation, whatever.
GD.
Yeah, GD, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. You had to pick a side. So now we come into that truth with that same spirit.
Hey, I want to say something. What Yaquab just put is the mindset we need to be in. Move like Moses, man.
That's right. Hey, I like that. That's
Hey,
cheap.
and that pick a side thing, yo. Let me tell you something. Men don't subscribe to ultimatums. If you letting another nigga, I'ma say it. I'm sorry. I'ma say it. If you letting another nigga give you an ultimatum, you are what Judah the Shooter was saying on that class. Meow. That's what you are. That's what you are. That's a fact. If you letting another man, anybody at that point, give you an ultimatum, you a man. You call yourself a god, a king on the earth, and you letting somebody give you an ultimatum. You either with me or you against me, brother.
That's off.
You my friend or you my enemy, nigga. Then I guess I just won't be with you then. How about that? Since you gave me an ultimatum, I'm just gonna choose the latter.
It's
either this or that. Well, it's gonna be that then.
Right.
Cause that's how men move. But see, we ain't taught to be that. We told when you get an ultimatum, you got to rethink this. Hold on now. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Hey man, put a 7 in the chat if you're enjoying Friday Night Focus. Are you?
Hey, Con. Hey, let's get Exodus 12 and 14, man. We're gonna close it out right here. I think we made the point. And let me tell you something. I wanna say this. This has to be said as a disclaimer, just in case somebody wants to, anybody, we don't know who it might be, but anybody want to take a clip and use this and say, "Oh, you see right here what this brother said? Did you listen to the lesson or did you watch it to critique it?
Right.
Did you learn from the lesson or did you watch it to critique it?" Let me say something. I taught a lesson a while back. It was called How to Lead Your Wife in Righteousness. Right? Judah kind of did a secondary part to that exact same lesson recently. So y'all need to go back and watch that. After I taught that lesson, do you know somebody pulled me to the side and said, "Hey, yo, Ak, you gotta be careful teaching that because brother, my rib pulled me to the side and she was trying to call me out." Yo, why are you telling me that? Maybe you need to work on it then, Ak.
Fact.
That's what we looking at right now. If you watching this lesson and you trying to pick it apart and trying to say, "Oh, well, I wouldn't say it like this." Did you learn the damn lesson, bro? That's what
fact.
Israel, that's how Israel got to be looking at it. Like, we're going to get Leviticus 5 and 1, but let's get Exodus 12 and 14 real quick first.
The book of Exodus, chapter 12 and verse 14. "And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout your generations.
Come on.
Ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever."
All right, verse 15.
"7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread.
Mm.
Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your houses. For whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day unto the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel."
Hey, now we understand that this is speaking about leaven that you eat, right, as a food. But we also understand the spiritual implications of the leaven that's in your spirit. And that's why we call this the leaven of the Pharisees. Beware of that leaven, man. Beware of that. Let's get Matthew 16 and 6. Another brother get Matthew 23 and 2. Right? We're going to give y'all the breakdown on why we say what the leaven of the Pharisees is.
God. The book of Matthew, chapter 16 and verse 6. "Then Jesus said unto them, Take heed and beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and of the Sadducees."
Khan, you see that? So Christ told you to beware of that leaven, right? So we telling you the same thing. Don't simply clean out the leaven of your own spirit and forget the leaven of the Pharisees that might be growing within your spirit.
I'm sorry, I gotta say, because you just said something cold. Don't clean out the damn toaster.
Right.
But you ain't cleaned out your damn spirit, yo.
Right.
Some of y'all turn y'all toaster upside down. Shake it off. Got more crumbs out the damn toaster than you got out of your damn spirit, man. Come on, yo.
Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, like I said, I ain't gonna hold no punches because I was told not to. So don't you're missing the weightier parts of the law. Right? Go ahead and read that. Let's get Matthew 23 and 2.
Hey, shalom to the brother Ikaram in the building, the captain Ikaram, Scorpion King, man. Go ahead,
right.
Go ahead.
I got that in Matthew. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 23, and verse 2. You said start at 2, right?
Yeah, Con.
Saying the scribes and the
Pharisees.
Pharisees.
My fault. Start at verse 1. Just start at verse 1.
Matthew 23 and verse 1. Then spake Jesus to the multitude and to his disciples, saying, the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. All therefore whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do.
Stop. Stop. Hey, everything these teachers tell you to do, as long as it line up with these scriptures, still do it. Still do it. It don't matter. It don't matter what you know about a brother's personal life. It don't matter what you know about a sister's personal life. She giving you a scripture that you really need to deal with, then deal with it. Right. Don't escape that scripture because, oh, this sister, she be wearing blonde wigs on Instagram. Right. What? I ain't listening to her, right? You know how stupid Israel can be. So don't do that. If somebody giving you a precept you need to deal with it, right? Read the next. Keep reading.
Hey, you said she can have a blonde wig on telling you ain't supposed to wear blonde. Hey, look, she can have a blonde wig on telling you that the Most High don't deal with blonde hair. You better do what she's saying and know what she's doing.
Hey, she's still, but what she said is still true, right? Hey, and look, I'm gonna say it like this, right? The truth can come from many different places. Me and Judah broke this down before. A lot of Israel saw that Michael Todd breakdown that we was doing, and they kind of took that and ran with it. But the truth, little pieces of the truth can come from anywhere. A broke clock is right twice a day, right? So, and the truth came through a donkey in the scriptures.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, you really can't count nobody out. If the truth is the truth, then you got to deal with it. All right. Finish reading that out.
I'm gonna start from the top at verse 3. All therefore whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do, but do not ye after their works, for they say and do not.
And that's the leaven of the Pharisees. The leaven of the Pharisees is saying and teaching something that you yourself are not doing.
I got a precept.
Con, go ahead.
Con, it's the book of Luke, chapter 21 and verse 1. Let me get there. Con, it's the book of Luke, chapter 21 and verse 1. Salaki, hold on. My fault. 12 and 1, Salaki. It's the book of Luke, chapter 12 and verse 1. In the meantime, when they were gathered together, an innumerable multitude of people, in so much that they trod one upon another, he began to say unto his disciples, first of all, beware ye of the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy.
That's right. Had to bring that one out. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. So, hey, I'm going to get one more and we're going to close out right there, at least on my section. If anybody else got anything, y'all can go ahead and bring it out. This is Sirach, chapter 28 and verse 5. Let's get that real quick.
Go ahead and get that, King.
The book of Sirach, chapter 28 and verse 5. If he that is but flesh nourish hatred, who will entreat for pardon of his sins?
Yo, what does it mean to nourish hatred? Hey, just like King Malak on the screen, right? When you have a child, you're nourishing them. You're feeding them food. You're giving them milk. You're giving them water. You're giving them X, Y, and Z. You're clothing them, keeping them shelter. That's nourishing. What I'm telling you is that y'all are nourishing hatred when somebody comes to you with hatred. Instead of you squashing it right there, you feeding and watering the hatred.
That's right.
You feeding and watering it and clothing it and giving it a place to live at in your own spirit. You're adding fuel to the flame. That's right, brother Yaquab. So if you're doing that, repent, stop doing that, and start being the person that folly can't come across your table. You have to be that person. And if you're going to deal with us, you're going to be that person. All right, keep reading.
Con, remember thy end and let enmity cease. Enmity cease. Remember corruption and death, and abide in the commandments.
Hey, it says remember your end because you are nothing but flesh. right? You are destined for the earth. Like, what do you have to be mad at? Just do what the Most High asks you to do. All right. So I'm gonna stop right there, and I'm just gonna say, be the person who is causing righteousness and stopping the foolishness, as Moses was doing. Right? Don't be the person that gets upset with your brethren and calls them all types of names. And now you got brothers reaching out instead of you reaching out the way Christ said to do. But you teach Christ. Don't do that, man.
Don't be the brother because you're an Israelite now. When you get mad at the brother, now you a nigga you wasn't in the world.
Right.
Right.
Now you a street nigga.
Now you different.
Right.
Now you a thug.
God.
Hey, hey, that's right. We're gonna end it right there, man. So, hey, all praises to the Most High. We appreciate y'all for being in here. Hey, we gotta get this one. The brother Nadiyab came through. We gotta get this one. All right. This is the book of Sirach 37 and 19. There is one that is wise and teacheth many, and yet is unprofitable to himself.
Hey, check this out. Check this out. Listen, I'm going to post if you have Facebook, I know everybody do, whether you use it or you don't. If you have a Facebook, I'm about to post this link to this class on the Facebook. There's 27 people up here. If you thought this class was a class that Israel needs to hear, I need to see 27 shares on that page. I'm about to do it in 5 minutes.
Hey, that's right.
I'm about to do it. Matter of fact, I'm about to do it right this second as my child climbs my doggone body.
Hey, and share it with what was the thing he said earlier? Hashtag something about Moses.
Moving
like Moses.
Moving like Moses.
Hey, that's right, man.
Right. It's lucky, Captain Jonathan.
Make
sure we put that video up. But you got a book coming out, right? I don't think you guys.
Hey, Khan, that's right. Hey, it's on the channel. All right. Hey, A Time After Forever, man. Y'all look it up. We're just talking about building community. That's why we on this, and that's the spirit we're moving in. All right. And I'm gonna put up hashtag move like Moses.
That's what I'm putting right on the Facebook post right now. Hey man, hashtag moving like Moses, right? Right? Oh, it's move like Moses, not moving like Moses. All right,
like Moses. That's what it is. Yeah.
All right, bet. Move like Moses, man. All right. So there's 28 people on the class, right? If you're really serious about this walk, right? We need your support because, we're going to keep it real with y'all. We're not about to be sitting here faking the funk with y'all. This is what it's going to be.
God.
Right? Hey, y'all don't got Facebook, but y'all got IG. So make sure you follow us on IG as well.
Hey,
all right? Hey, man, if everybody changes your IG to a business IG, you can actually add a link to your story. All right? This boy is going crazy. All right? But it is what it is, man. All right? So, Jonathan, you got anything else before we close out, King? All right, man. Everybody's on notice. This is how we moving as a camp, from the newest soldier to the top captain to the sisters. We moving like this. If not, don't deal with us no more. It is what it is, and we're going to move on in the spirit. Hope to see y'all at First Fruits. Send us an email to AnointedHOS@gmail.com for the Feast of First Fruits. If you want to join the camp, we just ended a prospect phase. We had a 15-year-old do 12 weeks of work to do the work of the Lord in Chicago. He's not in Miami.
Right.
He's not in, Orange County, California. He's in Chicago.
That's right.
63rd, that's where he at. Right? And he decided to do the work of the Lord. So if you want to be a man and do the work of the Lord, hit us up. Send us an email at AnointedHOS@gmail.com. We're going to be starting another prospect phase here shortly. Not right this second, but shortly. All right? Maybe a few weeks. You know what I'm saying? We'll start a new prospect phase. If you want to join that prospect phase, get built up in the spirit, and do the work of the Lord with your brothers at AHOS, send us an email. Sisters, if you want to put your brick in and get in our sisters group to help us do the work of the Lord, do the same thing. All right? So with that, man, we the Anointed House of Saints. We know the Most High is going to let us take the kingdom forever and ever, even forever, by Shema Mashiach Yahushua.
All right, man. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, move like Moses. Shalom.
Move like Moses, man.
Move like Moses.
This is not a test.
Black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin,